Good morning, students. How are you, beta? I hope you all are fine. I'm Shivani on behalf of Paramount Public School. I'm going to teach grade 5th SST. My topic is the Constitution of India. The Constitution of India. Beta, you are feeling the Constitution is a new word for you. But don't feel it is a difficult. It's very easy. But as a school needs a set of rules to run it smoothly, the same way we required some rules and laws to govern our country. So, what is constitution? Constitution is a set of rules, laws, principles on the basis of which a country is governed. Mean to say, how we can run a country smooth. The all rules and regulations have in the constitution. Once again, I'm telling you, constitution provides, describes, details all the rules, regulations and the principles on the basis of which a country is governed. It is known as constitution. Very good. So beta, you are thinking that who have framed this and who think about it, when they think and why it's need. Yes, of course, I'll give you all questions answers. Number one, I'm telling you, while British are there in India, they have uh, totally control to us. So slowly we start to fight with them to get freedom. So in 1946 Constitution Assembly was formed, and but in 1947 we have set up a drafting committee that is set up by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So beta, they have make a drafting committee. A lot of members are there of each section. That is not they have make a society. There are only upper class people are there. There are rich people are there. No, each society of the members are considering this committee, and they think they want a free India. They want some rights. They want some thing that we can feel proud, we can equal, impartially we can run in our country. So that in 1949, 26 November, Constitution was adopted, and on 26 January 1950, our Constitution came into effect. That's why we always consider 26th January as our Republic Day. Yes, you know very well? Yes, very good. So I'm telling you why we need of the Constitution. Why we need Constitution. Number one, it defines the system of government. System of government means our government is a which form, like democratic form, monarchy form, or dictatorship is there. So it defines which type of the system of the government is there. Number two, it defines the powers and limitations of the government. Powers and limitations. Okay, both it's defined. Number three, it safeguards against the misuse of powers. Number four, it defines laws and basic rules of the to govern the country. How we can govern our country. So that's why we need a constitution. So now I'm telling you the constitution having some important elements. So number one, it's having the preamble. Preamble. What is the preamble? Preamble is the introduction of the constitution. But always you have seen a book. In front of them there is a content chapter 1 2 whatever is there. So each and everything defines in that content. The same preamble is there. Preamble is the introduction of the constitution. It describes all the features of the constitution, like number one, they are telling it's a Swiss country. What do you mean by it? It means that we are free. We are our nation is not controlled by other powers. So our nation is totally free. Number 2, socialist. Socialist mean to say we all people in our society, so all citizens are treated equally. We are not partially, we are treated equally. Secular mean our state haven't not any particular religion. All religions are treated equally. So democratic. Democratic means a government that is elected by the people. Republic. Republic means a nation in which the leaders or the head of the state is elected by the people. And so, as you know very well, India is headed by an elected president. So, these features are defined starting introduction of the constitution in the preamble. So, number 2, the second element is fundamental rights. Yes, you have listened about these all fundamental rights in your grade 4th book also. So, beta, I am telling you again, there are 7 rights. Number 1, right to equality, right to freedom, right to education, right against exploitation. So, right the freedom of religion, right cultural and educational, right to constitutional remedies. So that is the second element of the constitution. Now that is third point, fundamental duties. Yes, of course, it's a very important. If we want to enjoy our rights, we have to follow some duties. So what are the duties? Which duties we should follow? I'm telling you some duties like to respect our national flag, national anthem. Number 2, to treat all Indians with love, respect and equality. Number 3, to protect environment and our public property. So these are some fundamental duties. So number 4, directive principles. But principles, why they have formed the principles? But principles, directive principles, these are the guidelines. Guidelines for what? These are the guidelines for the government. They want the welfare of all the citizens. Understand? So number 1, providing proper living condition to the citizen. Provide work for all people. Stop exploitation, improving the conditions of the weaker section of the society. So these are the directive principles. Beta, these principles, duties, fundamental rights and preamble, these 4 elements of the constitution. I hope you all understand about these. Beta, this video, if you are not understanding, so you will listen again. I hope you will do so, and always try to complete your work, complete your assignments. And some of parents, they are complaining students are not doing work. I request with love that you have to complete your work, and at last I am going to give one activity. What activity? You have make a short chart on a A4 paper or any paper, fundamental rights, and you have to paste that page in your notebook. I hope you will do. Have a nice day.